Hey guys, it's Johan again. I am back for the third part of this Martin MPC quick start tutorial. We are moving along very nicely. We have already set up our workspace, we've patched our lights. So today what we're gonna get into is the fun part, is programming the lights, and then the last step in our next video will be actually how to operate and how to use the playback. So let's have a look. Let's start. So I'm gonna go to my program area here. Here you can see the lights that we patched in the previous video. My SlimPar Tri-12, my SlimPar 64, and here are my blinders. So it's very easy now for me to manipulate and to program these lights. I just select my my first light, my SlimPar Tri-12. They are my front of house lights. As you can see in the video, they are there on top, and I'm mostly going to use them just for a white light, but maybe some colors here and there too. So when I click on them, my fixture parameters get populated, and I see all my controls I have here. So over here, if I click this, I have control over the intensity. If I click here, I have control over the color, and here is some other effects and features that is built into the light that I can access. So let's go to intensity, and the quickest way to get full intensity is to click on full here. You can also use this the slider over here to manually select intensity, and I have a touch screen so I can use my finger, and I can also double click here and I can quickly select an intensity that I want. So that is my intensity, and that is basically the first thing, my first scene that I'm going to program, because I'm happy with that. That is going to be my white light at full intensity. So what I do now to actually record it to playback is I hit the record key here on my command panel, and I navigate to my playback page, and I select which playback button I want it to be programmed to. So let's just click on one. You can really click on any one because you can move it later on. I'll show you how to do that in the next video. So let's give it a name. I'm just gonna call it FOH, front of house white, and now I have to select one of these. It's kind of the kind of playback button this is the cue list. A cue list is just a simple static scene, it's just white, and then I have some other options here too. We'll maybe create a chase later in this video, but just a simple cue list is what we're going to do right now, and that is at my FOH white. So now to move on to my next program, I have to double click on clear to remove everything I just programmed, and now we can go on to our next program we're going to create. So let's select our SlimPar 64s. We set our intensity to full. There they are, and with them we can play a little bit with color. So in my color options, like you see, you can manually adjust the intensity of the reds and also the greens and the blues. You have these quick options that you can click, but when you double click here on the bottom, it opens this, and it's like a mixer, and you can quickly select different colors. So So that is going to be my red, and I'm happy with that, and I'm gonna hit record, go to my playback, and we'll just create some space between the front of house and the stage light, and I'm gonna call the stage red, and it's also gonna be a cue list. Very good. Now double click on the clear, so everything is reset, and I go back to my program. I select my Slim Part 12s again, put my intensity to full, and color, this time I'm gonna do yellow, hit record, go to playback, and let's call it stage yellow, and it's a cue list. Now if you do want to save some time, don't click the clear button, just go back to your program and you can select a different color. Let's do green, but just make sure, just look at this. You see how this intensity menu here is an orange color. It means it's not active currently. So even though you do see it when you program now, it's not going to be included in the program, so you're not going to have any intensity when you click on that one. So you have to at least click on intensity and just click on something. So now it turns red, and it means it's going to be active in the recording, and you can hit record, go to playback, and we'll call it stage green. Cue list. Okay, let's go through that again. We go to program, we go to our color, select a nice cyan, and once again the intensity, just click it and click on the 100% so that it turns red. It's going to be included in the recording now, so I can hit record, and on the playback, let's do it over here, we call it stage cyan. Okay, that is great. I'm not going to do any more colors for now because we want to move on. Let me just quickly show you my blinders. I'm very happy about these. I like these a lot because it's just some old pin spots I found around the church, and I put them to a dimmer panel, and they look really nice, especially if there's some smoke in the room, if there's some smoke or haze. So that's it. That just creates a nice effect, and I can record that. Go to my playback, and I'm gonna say blinders. Great. So that is really good. We can clear that. And now let me quickly show you just how to create a chase. Go to program, and let's create a chase with the different colors here. So if we have a fast song and we just want the songs to move, we just want the lights to move really quickly with the song. We don't want to click every time. Let's put our intensity to full. We select the color red, and we hit record, go to playback, just put it there, and let's call it stage chase, spell chase, right? And then instead of cue list, we just hit chase. You see how it shows up blue? that's a quick way to know, okay, we have a chase going on there. So let's go to program now, and we can select a different color. It's really the same as programming just a static scene. Once we selected the color, it's the same with the intensity. You see how it's orange? Just remember to select your intensity. Now we hit record again, go back to our playback, and just click on the chase again, and it will just, it knows it's a chase now, just add it to the chase. So it doesn't ask you again what you want to save it as, because it already knows it's a chase. So let's go to our colors, the green. Remember about the intensity, to select it, hit record, playback, and put it on chase. Alright, so we have 3 colors on our chase now, so we can clear that, and that is it for our programming today. We created some programs for playback. I'm very happy about those. I hope you learned something. I hope this was useful to you, and I hope you don't think as Martin MPC as a really complicated piece of software anymore. There's a lot more that it can do. There is some steps you can take in between the things I've just done now, but this is really, as I said, a quick start tutorial. This is the quickest way just to get lights programmed and get into the playback. So please like this video, and in the next video we will look at our playback and some options we have there. And once we're done with that video, you are going to be ready to run your light show. See you in the next video.